your whole army in anywhere on the map instantaneously. It seems a little odd, but I don't know. I haven't honestly really thought about changing the game too much. I like it the way it is. I think there's some good things about it. I hate to say this, but I'd like it if they would remove MBS and auto mining, but I know that's never going to happen. So I don't know, man.
And what about Artosis said in his interview when he took this question? He said something around the lines of, take StarCraft 2 and put it on BattleNet 1.0. There you go.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Yes, I have to admit, I'm very glad that I heard that they were adding chat channels, but, I mean, that's just something that should have been added from the get-go. There's no point in not having chat channels. I like the auto game finding, but I wish the ladder system was completely different. It seems I don't know, the groups are much too big. It has to get a lot more specific towards the top, I believe. It didn't really feel like there was ever a fight to be at the top of a ladder group because there was just so many of them. They need like a centralized ladder group that has everyone in it, I believe. And, to go from there.
Makes sense. The only reason I think they're doing that is because they wanted to do some sort of end-of-season tournament, and they want to grab the top 8 people from every division, so...
Oh, I see. Alright.
And they want to protect your self-esteem, because, when you're not, like you...
Yeah.
Fighting for place 178,000 on a ladder just doesn't seem worth it, but...
Yeah, I understand.
It's something you can live with.
Yep. But, yeah, I think
invitation-only Pro League will probably solve a lot of that problem, I would think.
We'll see.
Wouldn't you want to get that Pro League idea that they're tossing out?
I would love to do that.
And when you're laddering, just get all people in Pro League? Oh my god.
It would be pretty amazing.
They need to find some way to get all the replays out for that, but whatever. Okay, and also let's talk about some of the beta tournaments you did. What beta tournaments did you participate in?
I guess the first big one that I participated in would be the Hello Goodbye tournament. And I ended up placing second in that after beating my teammate Inca for the third place in a very close series. I won 2-1, and then losing to my arch nemesis Hydra in the finals 1-3. That was probably the bigger of the tournaments I played in. Other than that, I'm trying to think of other tournaments I played in. Not a whole lot other than the team tournaments, I guess.
There was the clan war between you and Team Liquid.
Oh yes, that was a very big one because back then, what's his name? I can't even think of his name right now.
You played Nazgul, didn't you?
Yeah, Nazgul. He was considered to be one of the better Protosses, and if not the best in the Europe scene. And I was able to kind of come from as the underdog and defeat him 2-1 in a very close series once again.
EG won that really convincingly, actually.
Yeah, the series that we lost 1-2. In all the series that we won 2-0, except for mine. We kind of didn't get enough credit from that, I guess, in my opinion. But, oh well.
That's another thing I seem to notice gets short-sold is American StarCraft 2 players in general seem to get... They kind of started remedying this a little bit near the end of the beta, but for the most part, almost everybody just cared about the Europeans, which was kind of sad.
Yeah, well, the Europeans control a lot of the scene. I have to admit that the Europeans were very strong in the Brood War, and so I guess a lot of people were kind of just assuming it would be the same at first, and now people are starting to realize, hey, the Americans are pretty good too. We should give them a look,
Yeah, you guys flatten Team Liquid, and then they go to the Europe versus Asia show match and get face planted, and then...
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's a good, healthy competition, but I think Asia and the United States needed more. Well, U.S. I should say, represent. I mean, Slush and Huck are not Americans, but either way,
oh, they could be in there. They're good. Just the North American scene in general, I believe. I'd like to see a North America versus Asia, but I'm not sure how that would go with connection issues and whatever.
I think the one that would bring out more anger and hatred and rivalry that we all love when it comes to competition in the scene would be some sort of North America Europe show match. Our series.
Yes. And if you want hatred, if we threw Hydra in there, you'd get all the hatred you'd ever wanted.
Let's see, Team America, we could have all the EG guys, we could have Idra, we could have QXC, Cthon, he's American, right?
Yep. Cthon.
Kawai and Slush and Huck and all those guys, and then you got all the European celebrities. That would be holy crap, that'd be epic as hell.
It would be a 20-man one-on-one.
There you go. Someone do that.
Yep. It'll take up a whole day. It'll be insane.
And how about this? How about the possibility of another TSL starting up for StarCraft 2?
Oh, I had not heard about that, but that would be amazing. I can't even describe how amazing that would be.
There's no formal thing about it. I'm just it's got to be inevitable at some point.
Yes, the TSL is something very big that I've had on my mind. If they had a TSL like they did for StarCraft 1, only for StarCraft 2, it would just be outrageous, I believe. The competitive level would jump. People would be practicing 24/7. You'd see a huge spike in the community's skill level right around TSL, I believe.
Oh, here's another thing that came up that should be interesting to you as a quote-unquote foreigner, would be the fact that the OS2L, I should say, is going to be an open international tournament. Yes,
I'm really looking forward to that. It's kind of just been a dream of mine, I guess, as a Brood War player. If to be able to qualify for something like that would be huge. It's something I don't want to miss out on.
Do you see anybody coming out I don't know, there was somebody who actually wrote this, and I don't know if I agree to it or not. I know that when I talk in EG's event, they're really against this idea, but somebody said that TLO is the new GUR, and I was like, that's a heavy thing to say.
I've been looking at a lot of TLO's play recently, and he's his own player. There's no mixing up TLO for any other player. He's not someone who's going out there trying to copy builds from people. He's a leader. He's making his own builds. I could agree with that, actually. He's a very smart foreigner